Earth is about to enter a 30-year mini-ice age as the sun hibernates. This is what scientists warn us of. This happened in the past in the Maunder minimum, and that was a time period where they had less than 25 sunspots in a 25-year period, if I remember correctly, instead of having 40 to 50,000. And this would cause the Earth's temperature to plunge a couple of degrees Celsius, and that would be enough to change weather and food production, of course. Now, this is by Elias Marat on the Mind Unleashed. Earth could see temperatures drop, resulting in food shortages on a global scale. We've already started seeing this last year when we had the tremendous snowfall all along the northern hemisphere. We saw this in the United States, and then the states were bombarded by rains and floods, and it was just a nightmare. The same thing happening in other various countries in the world. Now, we could see more of this, resulting in food shortages on a global scale. A scientist warned that Earth could be facing a mini ice age due to the sun radiating less energy and heat towards our planet. According to the expert, this would mean that the planet would be plunged into a period of extreme winter and chilly cold storms during the next 30 years. According to NASA, the sun will reach its lowest activity in over 2 centuries this year, 2020. As a result of it going into a natural period of hibernation, Earth could see temperatures drop, resulting in food shortages on a global scale. The temperature could also drop by as much as 1 degree Celsius over a period of roughly 12 months, an incremental yet significant change in climate conditions that could have unpredictable results. Valentina Zakharova, professor at Northumbria University's Department of Mathematics, Physics, and Electrical Engineering, told The Sun that the period will be an expanded version of the solar minimums that naturally occur every 11 years. However, rather than lasting only a few years, the grand solar minimum could last for up to 33 years, she says. The professor, who published multiple scientific papers on the subject, said, "The sun is approaching a hibernation period. Less sunspots will be formed on the solar surface, and thus less energy and radiation will be emitted towards the planets and our Earth. The reduction in temperature will result in cold weathers on Earth, wet and cold summers, cold and wet winters. We will possibly get big frosts, as is happening now in Canada, where they see temperatures of minus 50 degrees Celsius, that's minus 122 Fahrenheit. But this is only the start of GSM. There is more to come in the next 33 years, she says." GSM, Grand Solar Minimum. The last Grand Solar Minimum known to have occurred was the Maunder Minimum, which lasted from 1645 to 1715. During that frigid 70-year period, temperatures plummeted across the globe, and famous waterways in Europe, including the Thames River and Amsterdam canals, completely froze over. Zakharova said, "We can only hope that the mini-ice age will not be as severe as it was during the Maunder Minimum. This would dramatically affect food harvests in middle latitudes because the vegetables and fruits will not have enough time for harvesting. So it could lead to a food deficit for people and animals, as we have seen in the past couple of years, when the snow in Spain and Greece in April and May demolished their vegetable fields, and the UK had a deficit of broccoli and other fruits and vegetables." However, other experts believe that the cold period that occurred during the Maunder Minimum was also triggered by other factors, including the gigantic plumes of ash spewed out in a series of volcanic eruptions. Likewise, experts believe that climate change will ensure that the world remains in the grip of fast-heating planetary conditions regardless of any grand solar minimums. Professor Matthew Owens, solar scientist at Reading University in England, just out of London, told The Sun, "The small reduction in the sun's energy associated with the solar minimum is vastly offset by effects caused by human activity, such as carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Thus, there will probably be no detectable effect on global climate." This is by Elias Marat, the mind unleashed and its Creative Commons. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.